awaiting a word, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirit. He runs, wishing he could fly high, only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Wordlessly watching, he waits by the window and wonders at the empty place inside. Heartlessly helping himself to her bad dreams, he worries, did he hear a goodbye? Or even hello? They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other. Stand by the stairway, you'll see something certain to tell you. Confusion has its cost. Love isn't lying, it's loose in a lady who lingers, saying she is lost and choking on hello. They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other.
Good afternoon to all that don't know me. I'm Doug's youngest son, Evan. Could I ask everybody to please silence their cell phones at this point? To all family and close friends, and one dear to Douglas Harper, we are all gathered here today to honor a genuine, kind-hearted man who cared for all equally, as well as we all mourn on this day in memory of our dad. We can all remember his famous dishes. As boy, we can all agree with his passion and love for cooking and entertaining. Now I will ask my sister Talea to come up and read the eulogy.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming today. Before I begin with Dad's eulogy, I ask us all respectfully to take a moment of silence to honor this man and his life, honor his heart and his soul. Today, we celebrate his spirit and freedom. Love you, Dad. Your lessons are our strength. Just one moment, guys. Let us start with a few words that describe the kind of man our father was. Carefree, calm, compassionate, a lover of many things. Family, nature, hunting, fishing. He truly was here for a good time. And food, of course. Our dad loved to cook. Douglas Barry Harper was born in 1952 on October 23rd at Drumheller Hospital in East Central Alberta. His parents, Barry and Eileen, were thrilled to welcome their firstborn son, the oldest of the 5 Ds. Following him, 4 younger siblings, Darlene, Debbie, David, and Diane, all here with us today. We're so glad you guys could make it. Growing up, Dad's family moved frequently throughout the province. Barry worked for the Bank of Montreal. This position led the family to many small towns across Alberta. Eileen kept the children heavily involved within each new community. Hockey, skating, gymnastics, brownies, and scouts. They attended Sunday school and church activities. She had her hands full with her heart busy. Dad was a quiet kid who often had his nose in a book. He spent many hours building toy models and enjoyed fishing and camping. He caught his first fish in October 1960 at Cat Creek Campground with Grandpa Sid. In the following slideshow, you will see one proud 7-year-old boy holding up a fish, grinning from ear to ear. The highlight of their year was loading up in the car, hitting the road for 3 weeks of visiting relatives, squeezing into the old canvas tent together. This always included playing cards with Grandma and Grandpa Adams. These gatherings imprinted the importance of family. He was a Boy Scout, born with a love and passion for nature. Dad also joined a rifle club, eventually leading him to competitions in Ottawa and Prince Edward Islands. He won badges for marksmanship, junior champ in 69 and 70. Dad had a passion for music. Some, like myself, may be a tad envious. He went to all the good shows in his era, Rush, Zeppelin, Deep Purple, to name a few. CCR has always been a staple in our family and will now so more than ever. Dad started elementary grades in Camrose, Alberta, and graduated from Lord Beaverbrook High School in Calgary, class of 70. He attended SAIT College within the Culinary Arts program, also in Calgary, Alberta. My favorite picture in the slideshow is him playing football in college, and he had it labeled English class, but it looks more like football to me. Once Dad finished college in Calgary, he was offered a cooking position with a restaurant chain called McDermott's, leading him to Dawson Creek, where he met his beautiful bride-to-be and mother of his 5 children. In 1975, he returned to Alberta to manage McDermott's in Whitecourt. Doug and Connie were married on September 18th, 1976. Here in Dawson Creek at Bethel Pentecostal Church. The newlyweds resided in Whitecourt until 77, then off to Peace River when Dad was offered a manager's position at the Travelers Inn. In February of 78, their firstborn son, Michael, came into the picture with many medical conditions. Sadly, he passed away in 82, which was very heavy for the family. He will always be remembered. Luckily, Dad was given 3 healthy sons to love. My brothers and my 3 older siblings. Jarvis, born October of 81. Bradley, September of 83. Evan, July of 86. Then in August 1990, I came into the world, surrounded by love, completing our family. Dad worked for Lawrence's Meat until he and Mom opened Harper's Family Restaurant in 1992. I was just 6 when they decided to close the business, yet I still remember the food, the atmosphere, the peppermint patties on the counter. I also remember the love. Dad's in-laws, Thea and Henry, were a huge part of his life. Many family efforts went into the restaurant. Thea helped in the kitchen, peeling apples and baking pies. Henry did the janitorial. My brother spent time in the dish pit and kitchen. I remember being sprayed by the hose often. We had a few waitresses in the family. My mom, her sister Brenda, and our cousin Tash all worked at the restaurant. Many memories were made. Harper's was a big part of Dad's life. After closing the business, Dad continued with his passion for cooking, working in a few different camp settings. For many a year, this meant working away at Red Willow Camp, then on to others. Keypile was the most recent camp he worked for. He coordinated meals, did prep work, and baked. While working in these settings, he enjoyed nature and wildlife. Dad often commented on how many foxes he'd seen that week or how he enjoyed watching the birds. Something so subtle and beautiful in how he viewed life. A smile for the soul. In our childhood, we were what most consider lucky nowadays. Pumped full of raw vitamin D, home by the time dinner was on the table, usually with a story or two, perhaps a freshly skinned knee. The fun we had. Weekend journeys up to Bear Mountain, hunting for grouse and scoping for moose, taking Myrtle the turtle, my dad's old Ford. We would get stuck a lot, but we always had a great time. Many summers, we traveled to Wetaskiwin and Okotoks to see the Harpers and spent Christmases with them every other year, creating many cherished memories. All of this was very important to Dad. Family. We often spent evenings playing Chinese checkers, backgammon, and crokinole in the dining room, card games too. My dad taught me how to play war, laying on our stomachs on the living room floor. Many hours were spent working on puzzles until we either finished or we wanted to clear the table for a delicious meal. Trips to Wildcat on winter Fridays, hockey weekends, baseball games, fires in our backyard, holidays, trips to West Ed, shoe swaps, the list goes on. Camping was and still is an all-time favorite. Many weekend trips out to Swan Lake, Moberly, and other surrounding areas. My mom's side of the family also shares a love and passion for the outdoors. Such core memories were made then. The love instilled within us forever. When Dad came into the family, into my mom's family, he knew how to fish and shoot, but he didn't know much about hunting. This was when his father-in-law, Henry, came in, teaching him many skills. Dad shot his first moose in October of '82. Many hunts throughout the years with many people. Henry, Floyd, Herman, Dennis, and Kenny. Then later with his sons, nephews, and newfound friends. The stories we will never hear, bonds that will never be broken. Dad's 9 grandchildren meant a whole separate world to him. He cherished every moment and had subtle ways of showing this. "Hey, Ralph," he'd often said to one of the kids upon arrival of weekly visits, eagerly excited to share gifts and thoughtful ornaments, teaching them what he could within our busy worlds. His silly nature will be very missed at our future gatherings. Over the years, we have made many memories between delicious dinners hosted by my lovely sister-in-laws, camping trips, Easter hunts, birthday parties, dance recitals, baseball and soccer games. He always made a point of being there for every one of his grandchildren. We will continue to carry his heart alongside theirs. Grandpa loved you very much. In recent years, Dad felt the need to continue working after he turned 65. He drove a pilot truck, leading him to many places around the province, including trips to the Alaska border and Yukon. He enjoyed his time on the road, often showing us pictures of wildlife and mountains. His love of nature always shined and will be proudly carried down through the generations. For the past 4 years, Dad loved joining a team of hunters and working as a camp cook for Prophet River Outfitters. located in the mountains between Fort St. John and Fort Nelson. He looked forward to these trips, and we all looked forward to his return, the stride in his step when he got home. Dad was living his best life most recently, making meaningful memories working there, bonding with many people, while doing the things he loved most, enjoying the stillness of nature, cooking, and visiting with like-minded souls. He lived for enjoyment, always finding ways to lighten a situation or brighten a mood. Dad had a very easygoing nature and was fond of love and laughter. Times like these make us reflect on our time here. We could all learn a thing or two from Dad's point of view on life. We pass through this world but once. Enjoy it. I'm gonna miss you, Dad, but you know that already. Thanks for always understanding me and supporting me. You were a true friend, and I will always love you. Forever, your little pixie. I wrote this poem a couple weeks ago, or 5 days ago when I was sitting outside, and I would like to read it for my dad today. We stand to mourn, to face the morning, for you are far beyond the sun. Swaying with gone tomorrows, within you we are but one. Chasing days of heavy sorrow, past pressures come undone. Deserving peace, finding freedom, keep on dancing in the sun. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Talea, for the beautiful eulogy. Now I will call upon my brother Brad to share a few words and read a poem wrote by our great-grandpa SAIT Harper.
Good afternoon. For all of you that don't know me, I'm Brad, Doug's third-born son. I just wanted to take a few moments to share with you what the outdoors meant to him. Dad was truly at peace anytime he was in nature. Some of his earliest memories were fishing with his dad and his grandpa Sid. Not long after moving to Dawson, Dad got introduced to hunting by his father-in-law. Dad hunted for many years with Grandpa and his brother-in-laws as they entered his life. The bond that was formed with these people was unbreakable and was still strong as ever. Honestly, some of the best memories and heart-to-heart talks that I had with my dad were on these hunting trips. Camping was so important to Dad, whether it was at Swan Lake for the long weekend or loading up the old Crown Vic to head out to Heart Lake. The quality time meant so much to him. I didn't fully understand what it was all about until I became a dad. He will be so missed at all of our future outings, and they will never quite be the same without him. I will now read one of Dad's favorite poems, written by his grandpa Sid. Camping. I am sitting by my campfire dreaming. The quiet little stream goes rippling by. The pines stand out like stately, silent sentinels against the starry curtain of the sky. This night, in all its silent beauty, belongs to every camper's dream, who likes to spend the leisure hours from duty in nature's woods, along her quiet streams. The moon, now rising high above the mountains, sheds silvery light on all the scene below, and brings to life the grandeur of the mountains, revealing all their gleaming caps of snow. And now the camper's dream is over. I rise to do my humble camping chores, convinced a super hand is present, displaying all God's glorious out of doors. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad, for the nice poem. At this point, I will open the mic for anyone who wants to share a good story, any kind words one may have.
Today I won't do as good as you. As you came in today, there's a jersey, Calgary Stampeder jersey at the front. I'd like to tell you a story about it because Dougie was a big Calgary fan. And when we were up in the mountains hunting, and I've had the fortune of spending 50 days with Doug some years. And when we were up there, we had a hunter with us that came, and he was a professional football player. He played for the Calgary Rough Riders, or Stampeders, I mean, and he found out Doug was a big fan. And once he found out Doug was a fan, he took his practice jersey that he kept, signed it, and sent it to Doug, and a book for Doug. That's how much he thought of Doug. And the hunters up there, Doug is the first person that all the hunters would meet. And by the end of the first morning, Doug knew how they wanted their eggs, what they liked best for meals. And he was such a good cook and such a wonderful ambassador for our hunting camp. And the gentleman that owns the camp was driving here today to attend and had a problem and wasn't able to make it, so he wanted me to send his regards to the family. But Doug just was able to represent himself so well. And he would make Thea's buns, and I know we had a hunter that sat down and ate a dozen. And it didn't bother Doug. You know, I would have been upset, but Doug just went, oh yeah, I'll make some more tomorrow. You know, I don't think that hunter shit for a week, but Doug found himself a niche, and I would take him fishing some days in the afternoon, and this is for you. He was up there fishing, and I would stand guard because there was quite a few bears there, so I just make sure that the cook didn't get ate is what my job was. But he had some really special hooks, and they were your hooks, and he threw them out there, and 3 hooks in a row he lost. And I was like, Doug, what are you doing? And he goes, oh yeah, Ev's gonna be mad now. But we took him fishing as much as we could, and he just had a wonderful time up in the mountains as I did, but I was very blessed to be able to spend more time with Doug than ever before, and I just wanted to share those words with you.
Anyone else? Nope. Thank you for all that got up and shared their stories and kind words. Hey, you want to come, buddy? Here. There you go, buddy. Say what you want.
I'm thinking.
Think away, buddy. You got this.
Once me and my grandpa went a hunting day, We had so much fun.
That's okay, bud. Come on up, buddy.
Okay, what are you gonna say? What do you want to say?
Poop.
Thank you for all that got up and shared their memories of Dad. We as a family have prepared slideshow of over the years. After the slideshow is complete, we will congregate at the Seniors Hall at 1101 McKellar Ave for a lunch in honor of Dad. There will be a memory box and paper for any that would like to share any memories. At this point, Dad would say, "Mourn as you must, but always remember, I will always be in your memories and in your heart forever." For all that gathered here today in honor of our Dad, we as a family want to thank you for being here to honor our Dad. On this day, we put him to rest. And now, to conclude the service, here's the slideshow. Thank you.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. I never ran Guess I've got that old traveling bone. But if you leave me alone, but I won't lose my way, no, no. Long as I see the light. Yeah, 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 oh yeah. Put a candle in the window, but I feel I've got to move. So I'm gone, gone. I'll be coming home soon. Long as I can see the light. Long as I can see the light. Long as I can see the light. Long as I see the light.
We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. Yeah, the bonnie boat was one as we sail into the mystic. I can now hear the sailors cry, smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. And where that foghorn blows, I will be coming home. Yeah, when the foghorn blows, I wanna hear